Hi everybody. So today we're gonna do our Halloween treats part 4, and it's gonna be ghost meringue cookies. And these are crunchy and melt in your mouth and so delicious, and they only require 4 ingredients. And it does take some time, but not hands-on time. So you're gonna enjoy this, and we're gonna make it cute by piping them into little ghost shapes and putting black eyes and a mouth on them. So let's go ahead and make the meringues first. All we need are 4 egg whites and a half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. We're gonna put that into the KitchenAid and whisk this slowly to combine, and then we'll start to speed it up. And once it's all been incorporated together, we are going to start whisking faster and faster until we get to high. And when we have high stiff peaks in it, we're gonna start adding a cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon at a time, until all the sugar has dissolved into the egg whites. And when it is very glossy, super shiny, then we're gonna add a tablespoon of vanilla, whisk it another 30 seconds, and then we're ready to pipe them and bake them. So go ahead and set your oven to 200 degrees and prepare your baking sheets by putting either a silicone baking mat on it or some parchment paper. So I'll show you what it looks like just before I start incorporating the sugar. So it's been a couple minutes of whipping my egg whites and my cream of tartar, and now it looks like this, and there's no gloss to it whatsoever. It's just a milky looking whipped egg white. And now what we're gonna do is add our cup of sugar, but only 1 tablespoon at a time to give it time to dissolve into the egg. So once I've beaten it to the glossy stage, I'll show you what it looks like. So I beat my egg whites and my sugar until it was thick and shiny, and I started piping some of my little ghost meringues, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. But I decided to use little candy eyeballs on these guys, and they look like this. So after we bake them, I'll take some black icing that you can buy in a little tube and pipe a little circle for their mouth, like, oh, like that. So you take your meringue and put it in your piping bag with a Wilton 12 tip, just a round tip. And if you don't like that size, you choose a different size, but I wanted them to be about 1 inch wide. So then you are just going to push, and you'll push more at the start and then pull up like that. So push, so he's nice and big on the bottom, and then pull up so he gets thinner as it goes up. And you can have fun with it. You know, you can make these into skeleton bones. I've done that before, and that's delicious. You could make them into any shape that you like. Meringues are so easy, but what you pipe is what you get. When you put these into the oven, they do not spread, they do not rise. This is it. So be happy with the shape that you have. And once you have gotten your meringues piped onto your parchment paper, you can put both baking sheets into the oven at 200 for 60 minutes. 30 minutes through, you'll rotate the pan so they'll bake evenly. And then once the 60 minutes are up, turn the oven off and wait for 1 more hour. Just let them rest in there. Then bring them out, let them cool completely on your counter, and then you can decorate them some more or leave them as is, but they are ready to eat at that point. So I'll show you what they look like after they come out of the oven and have cooled.